There's real bad blood here.
Canelo versus Triple G. September 17th, live on DAZN pay-per-view. Visit DAZN.com.
This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted to be joined here on Zoom with my guy, Caoimhin Agyarko. How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Got a little day off here in camp, so just chilling out. Yeah, I'm good.
Good man, good man. Now, we'll talk a little bit about sort of the weird circumstances of the week. Obviously, tonight we were meant to be watching Shields Marshall for the undisputed female middleweight championship, and obviously Michaela Mayer Baumgartner on the undercard with a card full of female talent. Let's just talk a little bit about. I had Sam Jones on yesterday. Not sure if you've seen the clip, but speaking about sort of how damaging it is, where we've got other sporting events going on over here in the UK, to cancel a fight when these guys have been in training camp for 10 weeks, 12 weeks, they lose so much, money, like time with loved ones, etc. To then put it back, to the 15th of October, they'll probably have a couple of days of eating where they'll allow their weight to fluctuate a little bit and then straight to it. This could damage them going into the ring on the 15th.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit of a strange one. Obviously, you can understand the circumstances with the Queen passing, but boxing's not a sport like any other. You've got to make weight. You've got to peak at the right time. You prepare yourself mentally for a certain date. You know what I mean? And you're in camp for a very long time. So on fight week, you're prepared to fight. And obviously, it was cancelled the day of the weigh-in. Do you know what I mean? So it changes a lot of things. Like fighters, like I say, when you're in camp, if you're peaking too soon, you take maybe a couple of days off training or whatnot, but you kind of plan it to get it right for fight night. So I would hate to be in the girls' shoes right now, because you have to kind of mentally prepare yourself, as well as if anyone's struggling to make weight, it's going to be a nightmare to kind of hold on to that for another week. So yeah, it's unfortunate. For me personally, I don't think any sporting event should be cancelled because of the passing of the Queen. But listen, who am I to make that call?
Obviously, we speak a little bit about the weight. I know someone that was spoken about a lot this week was Michaela Mayer. We interviewed Alicia Baumgartner after the cancellation. It was 1 p.m. Then I was getting texts saying 3 p.m. weigh-in, and it was 1 p.m. again. Then at 12:45, it was a 3 p.m. weigh-in, and then at 1:30, 2 o'clock, it was, the show was off. Do you think that was fair to do that to the fighters?
No, someone should have took control of that and made a decision there and then whether it was going to be cancelled or whether they were going to go ahead with it. They shouldn't be messing about with fighters saying, "Oh, weigh-in's going to be at 3 o'clock. No, it's going to be at 1. It's going to be at 2. Do you know what I mean? A bit of honesty and a bit of kind of control taking would have been the best thing there. I know it's hard in situations like that, but someone has to take control. And like on the day of the weigh-in, do you know what I mean? You're dry, your energy levels are down and stuff like that, and it's not nice to be messed about. I'm being told different things, so yes, someone should have took control and told him straight and told him, listen, it's been postponed. The fight's been postponed, instead of saying, "Oh no, the weigh-in's going to be at 3 o'clock," whenever it clearly wasn't going to be at 3 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a nightmare for the people involved.
Let's talk a little bit about yourself. Obviously, split amicably with Eddie. First things first, not Eddie Hearn, obviously, but just obviously in the iBox gym for a while. Any reason? Just a little bit of a change for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I have my reasonings. I've come out and spoke about them. I'm still very. We left on good terms, but for me, it was personal that I had to do what was best for me in my career. I wasn't happy in London. I wasn't happy in the gym, and I just felt like I needed a change. I needed more one-to-one attention, and I kind of seen slight dips in my performances, and I just felt like I needed a change. I needed a coach that can improve me on the things that I'm doing wrong with that one-to-one attention. And just listen, the iBox gym's a great gym, great coaches. I spent four years there, started my pro career there, and do you know what I mean? I was 12-0 in the gym. You get a lot of fighters that take a defeat and then make the decision to move. But I think it showed great character for me that I'm not one of these fighters that will settle for average. I know how good I am and how good I can be, and if I'm not getting the best out of my potential, I needed a change. So yeah, I kind of came up with that decision halfway through my last camp, and obviously it was hard for me to make that decision first and foremost, and then continue on with camp and continue on with the fight. You know, it was my first fight at 154 for a title against a top opponent, so it was mentally challenging, but I had to do what was best for me, obviously.
You link up with Joe Mcnally now. Obviously, I know Callum very well, so I've spent a lot of time up there. Just a good gym with good people around. Obviously, I know Callum's with Buddy, but where he will do stuff still with Joe and obviously Liam and a lot of the guys. How has that sort of first settling in period been for yourself?
It's been amazing. It's just I feel like I'm back at school all over again. I'm learning every day in the gym. I can see small improvements already, and everyone's been great around the gym, welcoming me and making me feel at home. And like if I need anything, I know that I could go to them and ask. But yeah, it's been great. I think this is coming into the third week of camp. Obviously, I come over for 2 weeks to try things out, and then I went back home and made a decision. But coming into this third week of camp, and everything's going well. I couldn't be happier. I'm honestly buzzing with the change. I'm buzzing with how things are going, and I can't wait to get back in there and show the improvements that I'm making in camp.
Well, you say you're in the third week of camp. There's a rumor that Katie Taylor will be headlining the O2 on the 29th of October, I'd like to say, towards the end of October. Obviously an Irish charge, yourself an Irish charge. Without spoiling anything too much. Am I right in assuming that you will be on that bill?
I don't know. I'm waiting. I got a text this morning from my manager just trying to confirm things. So we're working on a date towards the end of October, and I think Katie Taylor's. I've been told she's out the end of October. I think in London. I don't think it's O2. I think it's.
Oh no, sorry, it's the OVO Arena, Wembley.
Yeah. So, yeah. Listen, I'd love to be on that card, and I've been on Katie's on the card before in Liverpool. So if it is the 29th of October, I'll be ready for them. But yeah, we're just working on something at the moment.
All right, and then I imagine, we're still early out, but have you fought anything opponent-wise? Obviously, this will be your second fight at 154. You picked up a belt in your last fight. I know that you want those world honours. You want to sort of be that first Black Irish world champion. That's important to yourself. Obviously, won't be pushing there just yet, but just a gradual progression for yourself. You're expecting another little step up?
Yeah, definitely another step up. I mean, my team's in talks with a couple of opponents at the moment. I think we might have one nailed down. If so, it will be an unbeaten opponent. And I look forward to the challenge. Yeah, I want to push on to European level towards the end of 2023, pick up a European title, and then onto World Honours for 2024. I've got a good ranking with the WBA, so I want to be stepped up in each fight, and obviously it has to be the right fight and at the right time for me. But this next fight, I think it'll be exciting. I think you'll see something different from me, definitely with obviously the change with Joe and how things are going. I think I'm going to be a completely different fighter. And yeah, like I said, my team's working on an opponent, and if we land this one, it will be an unbeaten opponent.
Well, brother, thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it as always. I seen yesterday you put that tweet up, and I was like, I've been slamming the Zooms out. Got to get my man on board.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on.
That's all right, brother. Just a final message to the people watching, making sure that they're following you, following your career.
Yes, listen, I've got great support from back home and a lot of fans from Glasgow as well. probably from the Celtic roots. But yeah, listen, keep following. Hopefully, I'll have fight news soon, and keep supporting. I appreciate it.
Top man, thank you for speaking to me at Boxing Social.